So look at the league table, everybody. I feel like I need to start the show again. Look at the league table. We're not actually there, but we are there. We've got 7 points. We're 3 points off third. We're 3 points off second. Forget the title. We're not going to win that. But you know what? I don't think we're playing particularly well. I really don't. I don't think yesterday was amazing. I don't think Burnley was that good. We lost to Grimsby. But the context is key. If we can play well every week and win games, we're sort of heading back to where we were when we were good. That's not going to happen. But if we can grind out wins and treat every game as a cup final and, you know, with no European football, win games like we did yesterday on pure determination, I don't know. Maybe it could work. Because I'll tell you what, we talk about the Premier League being the best league in the world, and it's definitely got the best players, and we probably should be winning the Champions League, somebody from this league. But I look at the first 5 weeks. I watch a lot of football. Some of you watch it with me on That's Football. It ain't that good. It really isn't. It's just not that good. And, you know, Liverpool 5 from 5 is brilliant, but they've given up 3 2-0 leads in the Premier League. Well done to them because finding a way to win, but they've not been that dominant. Arsenal, very lucky not to have lost 2 games. Very lucky not to have drawn with us. Man City, look, they deserved to beat us last week, but they basically parked the bus and counter-attacked at Arsenal today. Man City with the glorious Pep and his brilliant Pep ball parking the bus. You know, unbelievable. Bournemouth are now joint sort of third with Tottenham, who were 2-0 down against Brighton. Fair play for coming back. I'm not in any way, shape or form saying that Manchester United are good enough to get in the top 4 or we're going to get better. But what I'm saying is the way the Premier League is at the moment, its chaos could be, you know, golden for us. It really could. If we just approach every single game, it might not be pretty at times, but if we can approach every single game and treat it like the cup final that Bruno was talking about yesterday, who knows what we might achieve? I mean, we've had a... Put your hands up in the air, right? People in the chat are losing it. I'm not saying it's going to work, and obviously I'm going to read your comments, but, you know, Amorim's master plan could work because we've had a bad start to the season where people want the manager to be sacked, and yet, all right, we're not in the top half, but we are technically on the same points as Man City and Everton, and we're 3 points off 4th, and we're 2 points off 5th after a really bad start to the season. Maybe it is wishful thinking, Elliot, but part of me thinks, you know what? The Brentford and Sunderland games become huge because if you win those 2, looking at the way the league is at the moment, 2 wins, 6, I think you put yourself right up there again. So, look, I think this season's going to be hard work. Me and Terry were talking about it this afternoon. I think it's going to be hard work. I mean, if you're Amorim in, but you are sceptical, you're toxic. If you're Amorim in and think everything's great, you're toxic. If you're Amorim out and you're sceptical, you're toxic. And if you're Amorim out and you just Amorim out, you're toxic. Everybody's toxic. Like, nobody in this fan base has an opinion that everyone goes, oh, that's a good one. We're sort of all in the same position at the moment. But look, I'm not convinced by yesterday. You know I'm not. My match reaction had a lot of comments on it. Some agreed, some didn't, some did, you know, whatever. But I'm looking at the Premier League and I'm sort of looking at everybody and I'm going, you know what? Sometimes people say you've got to, you know, take care of your own house. I agree. But I'm looking out at other clubs and I'm going, you know what? It's not like the Premier League of 3 years ago or even last season. I don't look at a team and go, oh, you know, they really worry me. So look, that's a start of a 10.